past year, we have worked hard to start our own business in 2023. We want to share a couple things that we learned from our humble beginnings to working with multiple clients. This is 10 things that we learned from starting a videography business in 2023. Okay, so the first thing we want to share with you is to choose a unique name for your business. We found having a unique name helps you stand out from other competing videographers, and just a boring name like John Videography or James Productions is, not as catchy. So have a unique name for your business, and that can help you grow and progress a lot longer than a boring name. The second thing we want to talk about is equipment and gear. We hear all these YouTubers saying that gear doesn't matter, but I think to an extent having a good quality camera can produce a lot of great things, and it's important to invest in something like that. Having a simple DSLR can, do a lot and produce a lot of great content. And I ultimately think that having a nice camera and investing in something like that just proves to your client that you're dedicated towards your job. And so having really nice gear, just like this boom mic, is really important, that you can rely on it, and even this camera. So the third thing that we found this year is how important it is to start building a network. We found that as you work with one client and put in your best work, it helps you not only build your portfolio, but connects you with more potential clients. In the past, we have put in our best work with a client and somebody else has reached out to us because they love that work. And so this helps you start building your network, start getting more future projects, and ultimately just puts more work under your belt and gives you more experience on that type of niche or different kind of work that you have done.
All right, we're in a library, so we have to be a little quiet. But the fourth thing we've learned this year, starting this production company, is outreach. How to get new clients, how to get potential work. This comes through a lot of trial and error for us this last year. We've done a lot of different things. Some of the things we've done is reaching out on social media, DMing, cold emailing, and calling people. And so we found a lot of success through social media DMing, because that's the person over the marketings and their social media, so it's kind of the right person to talk to. Some of the other things that haven't been so well is cold emailing and cold calling. And then the last thing that we've tried is walking into businesses and just talking to them there. That one's so-so. We get a lot of business cards, a lot of email this person and do this. But once again, social media has been great for us. So yeah, it's not the fun part of the business, but it's obviously needed. The fifth thing that we've learned while starting this production company is knowing how to edit. And I know that sounds pretty obvious, but it's something that we've had to learn throughout the last year. And it's been a real big learning curve going from different softwares. Knowing how to edit is just as important as knowing how to work your camera, how to work lighting, how to work audio, because if you put all of that together, you can know how to do all of that, but when you get to the editing bay, if you don't know how to put it together, then it's kind of all pointless. Now there's many different softwares that you can use, like Adobe, Final Cut, Davinci. Now we won't tell you what to use because everyone's different, but we'll tell you what we use because it's the best one and it's the one that you should use. We use Davinci Resolve. It's super nice. There's a free version if you're just getting started, so you can try that out. Davinci has an amazing workspace. It kind of takes you through the process of creating a film, from importing to assembly to, you can use Fusion, which is built into it, to audio, to coloring, to exporting. It just has an amazing workspace that helps you go through the process of creating a video. We've had many problems with Adobe crashing, and it's just not up to date.
Okay, the sixth thing we want to talk about is how important it is to start building a portfolio. And what we mean by that is having a website to present all your work. We found that having a website just looks more presentable when you show clients just what you're capable of. And if you don't have the work right now to build a portfolio, start with free work. We've done so many free work projects for several clients, but that just helped us build what we want to do and just gave us that practice. Having a portfolio is just great, other than social media, just because it shows that you're professional and that you're dedicated to what you want to pursue.
Okay, so the seventh thing that we've learned this year while starting this production company is the importance and the power of social media. It's super cool because you can reach thousands, tens of thousands, and potentially more people in just a post and creating your presence. We've definitely learned that this year as posting to social media. Sometimes your post might get 2 likes, sometimes it gets thousands. I think the key is just staying consistent with it. What's super nice too is when you reach out to people on social media, they can go to your profile and see the different content that you create. Keep reaching out, keep posting, understand the importance of social media. It's not going anywhere. If anything, it's just getting bigger. So that's it, that's all, that's it, it's work.
Okay, so the next thing we want to talk about is camera settings. I think it's super important to understand how your camera works. I've seen a lot of videos where a lot of things such as exposure, white balance, or composition does not look great, and this ultimately just makes or breaks your video. And so understanding your camera setting just shows you know how to use your gear and makes your videos look so professional. So go right now, learn your camera settings. It'll help you so much.
Okay, so the ninth thing that we've learned this year so far in creating this production company is to set goals and the importance of it. We've set a lot of goals of what we wanted to accomplish in this last year, the different projects and people that we want to work with. But I think something that is often looked past is setting goals to understand your camera, understanding how to edit, and not just thinking, oh, I'll work on that when I have a project, but to treat it as a skill like you would basketball. You practice all the time, not just during the game. Another thing is setting long and short-term goals. You want to set the long-term goals that you want to accomplish in the next year, 2 years, 5 years. But then you want to make short-term goals like a couple months to really help you achieve those long-term goals. The other thing is setting business goals like learning how to network, how to do sales, how to manage money, how to manage clients. That's something that comes with a lot of trial and error, but it's super important. You think when you get started that everything's going to be create, you're going to be filming and editing all the time, but that's just not true. Most of it is outreach and business and networking. So these are some goals that you should set, and yeah.
Okay, and the very last thing we want to talk about is how important it is to not give up. Now, I know this may sound super cliche, but we found it important as a business owner is to not lose faith in your business. There are those months where it might feel super long or super dragged out because you only have 1 or 2 projects that month, but eventually as you work with clients and the small things like YouTube videos or social media videos, they all add up, and you start to build up months of work with projects that have back-to-back weekend shoots or a week of planning, and a lot of that just continues to build up, and it's just important not to lose that faith, and eventually all that hard work will pay off.
Thanks for watching. These are just 10 things that we've learned so far while starting this production company. These aren't things that we're telling you to do, but kind of just more of what we've learned. And we hope that it's helped you and can help you save some time. Make sure to comment down below what you learned from this video and what you've learned in your own journey of starting your production company. Make sure you subscribe because there's a lot of cool videos coming out like BTS, video breakdowns, and even a short film coming soon. So make sure you follow along with the journey.